A very big good afternoon to you watching us and listening to us right here at ADAMFOPA Studios. This is your boy WOFADINHO. It's yet another Saturday. Just as you know, every Saturday we come your way with trending issues. And today too we are here, and I'm not alone. I'm here with my pundits. My pundits are here. We are going to have a discussion based on what is trending this week. I believe you had a good week. So did I. So without wasting much time, make sure you share the link if you've joined the conversation. Share it to as much as people that you can share it to. So make sure you share the link. Send in your comments for us to read. Okay. So without wasting much time, I'll move to my pundits. Okay, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, mister.
Charlie, I want to say.
I don't know.
Okay, now what you mean? You're my cousin.
I'm now watching the baby about say it's a one coin near
Authentic.
Yeah.
Now what you mean before from NEC?
Just set him for a new day and your money.
It's true. Insembi abetuto dwa na wotwe mu na eno na yeba bedi ho enkomo kakra. And the yenye entertainment be talking about more of political issues which are trending. Now saying na yebedia dance here, there have been some allegations I am making against the Thomas Sankara of our time, Ibrahim Traore, Ofri Burkina. Na one American military man were making some allegations against him. Na yebe video no. Na after watching the video no, na yaba abedwa ensem. It is a producer are you ready obetimi a play video no. Na ahwefo nyina ahwe bi na omo so atibi. Na yayewe yetie dia opinion no ekan no.
The other two competitors are just trying to replicate what we do best.
I can imagine a situation, though, in which the ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side that inure to the benefit of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country. Does that sort of corruption and bribery go on with regard to the Belt and Road?
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Tory and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across. Even in Sudan, what's going on with the rapid support forces and Burhan of the Sudan forces, when you get down to it, is all about the revenue that can be drawn out of that. And there are nefarious actors in the CCP or in sometimes Russia are complicit.
Yet say their opinion no I will make you some allegations be strong one, and this is something I think that we have seen that before. Emrebia Ekwemuno, when an African leader like Muhammad Gaddafi, he tried to unite Africa. I think we could see that Gaddafi was doing exceptional. However, more FYD allegations be against him. Na opinion no yajene kwa efrinisen. This time around, should we say history is repeating itself or not? Now allegations are so then bako and say he is using the state resources for himself and a few group of people. State resources like gold, Ibrahim Traore is using it for himself. And the France and the US government wants to step in to I don't know what they want to do. On person mo present you want to say bofo bi omo na mo person mo je Burkina for a free or how omo ekomu. But when you talk to Burkina Faso, they are very happy. This week I spoke to a couple of friends that I have omo Burkina, and to them they are very okay with whatever is happening. Yet these people from the West are trying to make things look as if say Burkina for no the sabe brown or more authentic. Yafa free ho. Before baby mkrano, me who a video circulating some of the Burkinabe here or more protested against Ibrahim Traore. Is black man his own enemy?
I want to know where start here free. Black man over Gaddafi ni warning a black man a plotton. And I'm so do. Barack Obama me bo akasembo. Wo na nti enkosi da ben na say black bi etun hu so say black bi ji nanim say opese ogene mind si ho no ma opese ogene mind si ho no ma and na so opese de freedom e ba emrofo no be jan life amano no why dey why na adwuma say na wokan yenim de na Gaddafi or your Libya of school free, hospital free, everything was actually free over there.
At a point in time, na and dying Edo to change Nipa or Libya.
Okay, but omuntia say efafa kwoti kwani ade ade Sarkozy Obama rema che say ehun de ya sana omuyi man if you hon I na hwe Libya for brom bre Libya for first no muntu kwan okwa so Libya for omu fa desert so no kro ne ba ko Italy mo ba Spain na e ba be hoset say de na Sub-Saharan Africa for Black Sea ya hosi and no na ekobisa but na entisa so hu enti no wo fa me the same approach na no person mo de ba Burkina tino e wo say Burkina for no omo mani da because Traore no dey me who say Nyankopon na yi na mo because so far within a short time you buy infrastructure stadium na safe for so many years so I know about stadium and come acquire hospitals schools so senior dey no ko ne ba me say so far Burkina for Traore na see the biggest hospital in Africa just say within this short time we infrastructure near mo just say ontiase enti no say na omuka kan ho nkro ba na dade no say gold om so yisu man ho enye say sika na ode ye enwuma yi say sika na ode ye enwuma no so ati ase en Burkina for are not complaining so ase enti no over e kan akukwa say say French for no especially omo na megina om so say for some time now omo lusu sam omo former colonists enti ase that's anybody and as a mojashi obi na ade omo de eba because Niger is gone, Burkina is gone, Guinea is gone, Mali is gone, Gabon so ebeko so ati ase enche bi a chad so nam kwan so definitely so beko wo hu and over countries so me lusu we ni na your countries are omo bokro no adurani o mache over decades, over centuries and you know the kokwe say omo mpese ase omo besa elusu bim taso omo pese mo fa kwan bia so na omo de sa allegation just say unwarranted unnecessary allegation we say e ba be wura mu na just say say na unse nipa nso de sebio Nyankopon kura ba e no onya atamfo nti Burkina for no enyo mu nana de Traore ye no manage nti definitely say America for no French for no esore o menya chromophones bi o so be de e be support wo but say wo hwe the way a niam ne corner say wo study the way a for any atmosphere ni tia majority na de o mo pede Traore de eye no so what I say enti no the America for no e kaka ne French for no e kaka ne area de ensem hu no mu e kaka no omunja Traore life man na onye nnadwuma because before you branch too much omunja life man
like yeah
the Westerners, they are trying to say, the people in Burkina Faso, Airbre, and someone is using the state funds for his personal interests.
I'm chair what here for any ADAMFOPA crew, say, and now we are betting you bet you can see trending issues. This time they're quite you. Now, me shall see no, the American say, yes, say, we be no free here. Abu be kawa no free on and there's a strategy. I think say most of us now is literature crowd. We know where this strategy comes from. From say ubenya ubia. We use this strategy. Now FBI for the US government, Western for no mashada ya na the end no. I bet say they are the saviors of African continent. Me can't go saying yen shall see free Thomas Sankara Kwani Kuno ono anadanfo so they are saying young kwan on in namana on any yebi album no on no mani kuno. So at the end no story ne by ne ba say oh Sankara obi assassinate no yen young kwan ben nemum US 4 and answer France 4 yen go back to Gaddafi do time be no almost 90% and 95% of the population no bia or dying. But de koye at the end koye say omo ye yan mane koye say nipa no Libyans no ana na empenasem ana na so the civil war into US for ne UN ana be dey e ba mu mbe boy. That's so the way omo ye yan manipulate ye no yen go back to yen ko Patrice Lumumba Congo the same thing ana omo ye yan yen ko yan ye krom Ghana Osajefo omo ye ya dada nkofo na at the end no otu kwan ya so baba ka ebe kuma and etu no. So this is a strategy omo used to, they've been using it. It's been more than 60 years. It's getting to almost 100 years. The same strategy and it's always working. The biano ya no akika ni panitina boom into at the end na be civil war. Yenko Rwanda the same thing. Omo kika mutibo ma at the end 1 month ni kunipa more than 30,000. You can't up a short sleeve and up a long sleeve. And then in 1995, as a 1994, Paul Kagame and Sonin and Kofo Baya or Nosuber president and the Wadiso Abisine. And there is stability. Yes, but still the wound no and access scars no can never be closed. But no, me can't be see and the economy. So all Kassan is what here. Omal link ya say there is a certain group of people. May can say a certain tribe, and I say some officials be and omo enjoy Burkina's cano. Name of your mining na. And he said almost or mining nyansan and omo be there. At the end it will tend to be like we move this can the air now quiet civil war. Into a quiet civil war, the stability now Traore edi atukwan mu no nyoma na odi atutukwan mu no ni nyina be say. Now the issue is you can't go there. Gold, he found refining. You refining in Africa. There be anything a foreign companies na in charge because they will refine it, so they will bring the price.
Yeah.
Now, yanka oil, crude oil. Yeah, we are just bringing out the raw oil. No, refinery nankasano is done outside. Yeah. Until we don't even determine the price, because the end result neighbor. Yanka cocoa. Switzerland ne Belgium cocoa farm be na wo ho wa call that you know any cocoa farm be any ho and so you catch chocolate and find chocolate so my best chocolate ko Brussels chocolate a buffo bragana you read the sebo ding because we don't have the resources to refine it and you see China and they produce almost 70% of rare metals. You can't rare metals, the idea phone, the idea chip, the idea laptop, BBPI, artificial intelligence to car crano. China phone producing. How? You produce because Congo phone into me refining. So at the end, no, if all these African countries are to produce their own not rare raw materials, and they are producing the refined version now. And you're bed yama Western for no. There and then you're no enjoy no. Young Africans, you enjoy because the mimi gold no. End results are I'll tell you to buy it 70. It means turn 70. Bye bye. Obi better. Yen question, yen ko Niger. Yen ni anum na Niger fortune or move free France. How much na no motor lithium? 4. And so, international marketer, I think that they were buying it around $20 or so. International marketer, I think 1 kilo sell it. No one make it profit. Now, resources, we were suffering. Let's go. We shouldn't go far. Actually.
My history,
So, we shouldn't go far. But, Yanko Traore, Cecilia buy less than 2, 3, 4 years. Depend 1 year. The whole Africa right now, from primary to university, free education. Burkina.
Not only free, but quality education.
Quality and free. It can be quality but expensive, but this time it's quality and free. And no, one. The terrorist issues, omu pushi rebels never back. He's winning. And here too. Right now they are producing grains and food. Now world market say Africans cannot produce their own food. They are supposed to buy their grains from the Western world. Until you go talk from Russia and US. If you are to produce your own food, it means that we are self-sufficient. And that is what they want to avoid. Self-sufficiency. Now, Oko Burkina, I'll see him for to prison. Oko Riyadh, any of those basic things now. Debbie, Oko Dok. Now, Odono, you are producing what? Services. This time, it's free labor. Free labor to produce food for the Burkina base. So, at the end, no, food will become very cheap. And Africa, we are small is to get something inside. I will see a bibi keke. Into the moment, there is this philosopher who said, "I say a hungry man does not think."
Yes.
And the pants pa.
Justin, shout out to you.
Shout out to Justin Odro. A hungry man does not think.
Yeah.
Into the moment, come to Nipano. O can be between them. Authentic because a hungry man does not think.
He's an angry man.
That's it. A hungry man is an angry man. I like this one. This is wordplay. So, that is what they want to do. Now, Traore almost 4 billion. He used what? A refined gold in his own country. Do you get it? That is the meaning. So all what they are doing, and yesterday they want to go and attack you. They are using conspiracies to create distortion in this country. And that is what is happening.
But you can't Facebook later. Maybe some follow-up question. So from Joachim Kwenu, GH Hausa, shout out to GH Hausa. Sorry, and they intimate me on contact too, so he couldn't join us. Also, we are with IT. And thanks to social media and globalization, we know what is going on. We will not allow the lies. Thank you. Also, this time around, it will not work in BF. Okay, so
Definitely.
yeah, on Facebook too. We are watching live from Marina. Okay, so now I think something for more as established in Yoma Bebre. It is true. Question Marco amount for like this week. Let me follow this case, man. Question people keep on asking and say, what is the role of the Westerners in what is happening in Burkina? Because now we have seen for so many years France has been in charge over the affairs of Burkina Base. We've not seen proper roads, proper infrastructures, proper food, nothing. With these few months here, His Excellency, meet me friend Excellency because Ibrahim Odiade, Captain, we've seen proper, you can say, agricultural system. Not so long ago, he gave them over 400 tractors to cultivate. Said the authentic modern kind of saying hospital OC and other things like kasi still upon a kind of Bible say that jebe boy. Enyama bebre, enyama papa oye. And we all have eyes to see. What is the problem with the Westerners? And they can't just keep quiet and sit at their corner. They want to still invade in Burkina. What is happening?
The problem is self-awareness. That's it. Self-awareness. Because unim, yes, kwasi anything another agrogu, and that is what they are afraid of. That is the self-awareness. Because and main question, I'm just coming close to 2025 here. Trump ebaya or sharing a tariff na seno. Juma dudwa egu of France. Brands I say ubia crank embu mobile. And we share Gucci crowd, we don't give a shit. Sorry, it's here from Gafra. And then we share Hermes, Zara, Josh beer and a yembuni bio. Because of self-awareness. Okofa ne nsemba no and there was a ratio we call you muni bio. So and then bags are almost 5,000, 7,000, 8,000 self-awareness. Okofa buy China for a counter and go many mercy. And right, yes, and Richie, I'm meeting news. I feel they baffle. It's coming all the way from 250 there, coming all down, back down to 60, 50. That's it, because they are now afraid, say, you will be on mobile challenge. And self-awareness is the problem. They want to avoid it, say, the black man, slaves were not allowed to even learn. They were not supposed to even speak proper English. Yeah. They were not supposed to be able to write. Because if they are able to read and write, they will what? They will spread the news. And then it will create self-awareness. Into kind of I think 12 years in slavery. I think that book written by Douglas Frederick. Or say, what kind of first page? Or say, this book is written by me and by myself, by Douglas Frederick. For people to know, say, or no one can say a book, because he was one of the few people who were able to write. And then he wrote all these things that happened. If during that time, all the slaves were aware of whatever was going on and they were able to put them on a sheet of paper, and a lot of things now, you know. Sure. Do you get it? So they are now afraid, say, Africans will be awakened. And right now we are on the verge of awakening. We will awake. We are now even awake. We can't bluff. We are walking. Do you get it? And it can't be that time now. Almost spreading news. No, this time we are reading from the source. This is the same strategy they've used before, and we are going to go down to the last limit. Say you better avoid any distortion behind in Burkina Faso or in Africa. So there is a personal issue too. Ghana for a personal issue. Because they will come down to Ghana as refugees, and it means that we are not going to. That's it. So that is what is happening. Africans are waking up, and they are afraid of that. A fear. Because Saudi, New Africa. If you are also and a Dangote, see 200 million refinery oil refinery of Nigeria. If you are all supposed to be intelligent enough, na say says you refining oil, you crew back in Nigeria, you betche near Tonwa. Gas, almost the producer of gas, almost 70%. Here for the producing Russia. Yeah. And so they are able to send this gas to all the European countries, most of them, through what? Pipes. The same things now, if Africans come together, we can do that and they will suffer. And so they are afraid. And definitely it's going to happen.
So pipeline and some more okay.
Definitely going to
happen. Pencil. I think they were trying to do something like that.
Yes.
Emma, before now be
it will happen.
Authentic. Yambra also. What are the Westerners looking for? Obi comment section or say, does it concern you?
France, the fourth biggest or largest Oka gold reserve. I'm not so fourth. Chroma, who gold mine you are. You took Galam slave you are.
Dabi.
It's all good niffy. Eddie. Wow, just okay, I want to ask you. When in Hanover, a CZ it's not coming again. It's not coming no more. You know, by now, the buga, the takashi, the enibre, in chantro, oh, and before the my dreamer, the can be on bedjedi, Sebu, you benya chromo phone, be on my dream for as support. Na movement na day, apija, said an hour, say, it be a demonstration here.
Yeah.
Definitely, the more for fear, or more communicating here. It did over a honeymoon at the investor here free. The hour say the office and opeka crabimana, ope bankudo kunchina man dear, yeah, so I dear China. Onim dear, yeah.
Onim, they say, but Onim, this time, no, they are not going to survive. They are not going to succeed because. So when I was giving the recapitulation of Nyoma alcohol course, it's always about your ben. Thomas Sankara, the same thing, your ben. In I think 1983 or 87, the same thing. Oma Komba, Cote d'Ivoire, Omkofa, Alassane Ouattara, Eba as economist. You see, they always get somebody to replace somebody who replaced the proper leader, the nationalist. Only share the same agenda with them. This time, the Kofa propaganda I've not yet confirmed, but the Kofa the bodyguard according to what I know, no man 41 million as I say, it's Traore 41 million, but it didn't work. And then about out because now Africans are wising up. We are no more those stupid, ignorant people now. Now, who discover, make come to Minya for mommy. No, now we are nationalists. We love our continent.
As part of promises here, the man say, "Be man die in Paris."
Yeah. Yes, because right now, no, it's no more going to be like first now or they buy na nanke me cry me ho chiri mi o mama down in Paris. Hey, there be entesabio. Right now, no, the real Kasano, and they say we are becoming nationalists. We love our continent. We love our country. And a country can prosper like that. So, this is all the fact here in you, all the fact being the only year on bait me, I understand they have to fly themselves to Africa to go and bomb the country.
With all these things going on, me share down to say ECOWAS out Kabibi. If some might be I stand to be corrected on this one.
Burkina said they are no longer part of ECOWAS. In the ECOWAS, Omakade. They are no longer part of ECOWAS. Burkina can't be, Niger can't be, Mali can't be. Omunati, Omomakote, yes, Sahel,
I think it's Sahel.
Sahel something. See, correct. Yeah. It's over. They are no longer part of ECOWAS. ECOWAS cannot come out and defend or say anything.
What are they coming to say?
So as it stands now, ECOWAS didn't play any significant role.
First of all, ECOWAS is for economics. And this one has nothing to do with the economic stability of any country. Really, pure accusations with no proof. When I say discuss issue, we pure accusations with no proof. Because if they have proof, they should bring it out. Yeah, Africans now we will follow up. We will follow up on it. And then people are saying, say, "Ade no makofa black man, people should stop being ignorant. The black man bow, the white man bow. This person is not just black. He's representing the states. Okay, he's representing the government of the United States of America. We should go straight to the point. And yes, I black in tea. Snoop Dogg still, Snoop Dogg is representing who?
America.
Thank you. And when I was saying black, no, he's of free US.
But also, the amount for Casa and say mostly, when it comes to issues like that, you see black playing a role in that. That is why people are saying that. Okay, I don't know when it comes to accusation or accusing African leaders, they always use black person to do those things.
Well, a brainwashing. For example, topic here discussing. Whether you like it or not, if your producers are forcing you to talk about it, two things now with my it either say you still talk about it, or you can just resign. You get it? Right now, we should consider his position too as the general, okay? And then his position is for him to give this announcement or this information whether he likes it or not, he's the right person to talk about it. And he has no other option than to talk about it or resign. We shouldn't just pinpoint him that because he's black, assuming he was not black. And the
narrative will change.
The narrative wouldn't change. It's still, he's not the one saying it. It's the state American. At the end, if they are to go back, way back 2012. I think it's 2012. Yeah, so may you're wrong. If I'm correct to me, 2012. Tama war nearby. The 10 years war. No, from 2002 to 2012, Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
More kwachi babuno. Or more blasté or mono. If one call blasté the parliament the presidential house. For France for whether the pilot was black or not. France for a blastio. But me about the same will produce a bit more play Traoré so press conference neka kramo etie phone so ati do kan ya. It was very I'll say these NGOs from NGOs no, they are not even NGOs because they are state sponsored. And any organization that is state sponsored is not an NGO. Because NGO na nkasa no any genuine enough non-governmental. Do you get it? All these agencies now UN and all these IMF they are all underground. No, they are governmental.
Yeah.
So if they were really truly NGOs, government wouldn't be interfering in these actions, and then everybody would have trusted the for example, trusted these United Nations and these IMF people. But no. And if Traoré ate me grow cereal and then maize and other things, they will stop importing from Russia. Russia is producing almost 70% of cereals. Do you get it? And see, but we are at the end, no, the Western powers will diminish. And that's what they are afraid of.
Okay, now, Yembisa Sasengwe na Iriana Yatwa and Komotuki. With all these things going on back home, Burkina, what is the state of the Burkinabés living in Europe or Africans living in Europe? Are they in good hands? Authentic?
For some time now, no sure. This I can't say revolution as uprising by these three countries. Action who free French for whom Etium who free ECOWAS and who create Sahel, whatever they call the Diniba. I say French for so try to say try some best suppress citizens near Europe. They started to say Krata seminar they are crying Mali, we Guinea, we Burkina, and that's your Krata and who are the maybe na dia call to stress you sort I say almost that they may be contact crossing they yes honey man but and Siaga so I say that's the measures back who are French for no put in place so more stress citizens from these countries so I say share Europe now. After stress when you get closer to them, almost the echo because of Amino was some Burkinabés for ADAMFOPA. Me crowd more best at 3. Didn't come now support the Traoré AO feel. So what I say because if anything, they walk Seek asylum or Cote d'Ivoire. Compori, best Compori, Koya, Kabori, Baye, Omunan, Omanyashe. The country was in tatters. What I say? Until say Traoré Baye, nay, or look on a military man or shed the oil. Until you say, who share Burkinabés, Nibinas or no have a conversation near the year. Mr. Omuna, they are in support of what Traoré is doing back home. The picture is clear and the indication is, is evident. Say, Burkinabé is no more Europe. Omuna in support. Majority of them are in support, except some few hungry ones be a comedy woman or that's what I say.
Lower IQ Homo sapiens.
Yes. A comedy woman, the Koni Benkuni Chinam for me, no, I say, money because of, say, Nipadi, normal, say, a bio, how do you call it? Short memory no call the banner there, normal. But majority now they are in support because of country be a progress. And now progress in also, and say, a fa obisu na de heba because as a matter of fact we share West Africa sub-region honoma a country like Burkina we share in terms of infrastructure and development there na o ma ka chiri pa within about 3-4 years near captain by sheni ma oye schools, hospitals, roads, agriculture and ko ba na there and over timemuni bia na citizen bia no sani ma we no e dey ope say akwan ebeye we are obenya access dia call adwuma ba obenya adwadwane adi obenya adwuma ye oyare obitima call hospital ye behwe no when basic necessities are obiya den epe and the man is providing this to the Burkina base I don't see the reason why yan mufu we pese omo hu ko no banana there but said na GH Hausa Aircan this time around the Africans we are wide awake. You need that. Those days, Abajimi brand near the Adina Chem, because by now, no, as of ya brache, we cannot continue to suffer till when? That's what I say. Until this is the time, I was say, Burkina Faso, sorry, they must resist these oppressors because it's been quite too long and we are fed up.
Okay, I think maybe some last question. I can go back okay.
I think so. I can.
My last question, then we will proceed. I think 2 in 1. The first question is, with all these things going on, we know the end results that the Westerners are looking for. Either say Yebetuna and Asi Yebekuno. It's obvious. Mm-hmm. How can we protect him as it stands now? That is the first one. Second is, do you think, sir, with the things that he's doing, it would be appropriate for Burkina to return to democratic rule?
Okay, civilian rule.
Yeah.
Well, you can say about the assassination aspect, survival. So by about 2 years, I survived 18 assassination attempts. Mm-hmm. Recently, I survived and conform you know na omo ekuta rifle bet na crampo bet na free baby and the soldiers no right now no the only thing about me kuno either say ono entourage no the environment and the people around no either some bet any against him but now I think it won't happen because they've all seen it say the guy is selfless. He's there to serve the nation, not to serve himself. And then, if you ask, when you are doing good things, sometimes you don't even have to preach the gospel. The gospel will go out itself. You see, and that is what is happening. About the country returning to civilian rule, President Jerry John Rawlings, Obaye no, Obaye Kulita, Obiye no, Ofisimo Obi Bediso, Ohuzenko Saba view. Okay, today we are having democracy because of him. Because in 1992, I know where they draw a constitution, Until now, the only thing we've been able to do is just to add or remove, which is some few amendments. You see, and even though he came as a military person, he left as a civilian, as a former president, and not as a former self-appointed.
Yeah, did Ghana call democratic rule? See what we were going through recently.
Which is
like Ghanaians were complaining about no jobs, a constant introduction of taxes, a whole lot.
Well, the whole thing is this. I'm not going to talk much about Ghana politics, but the fact is, definitely every government will stages and then they have to come back and then wake up, revise things, because if you are using the same approach, not say all the time, be an approach now you are not really earning much, you are not really making any impact. Yeah. Then you keep on using the same approach. It makes you a fool. You see, and I think Ghanaians were using the same approach now, basing on taxes. But I think recently they are changing things. Definitely, we'll get a leader on basic national interest on taxing the citizens, but rather probably an entrepreneur, and I say an industry building industries and stuff. See, it depends on the leader. Leader beyond the tactics. If it works, we praise him. If it doesn't work, he becomes a loser. Okay. So that's one there.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Young also. 2 questions in one. How can we protect Ibrahim, Captain Ibrahim? And secondly, do you think, with the good things that he is doing, he should later return back to civilian rule?
Protection of Ibrahim, who said, you say, Unsanu Juma, and one bedi when him de wako, so what I say. And the Sanu Juma, oh, yeah, no, a sweaty effort, a month would do one dance here. And you know, who the panocrano, what's the honor, I say, you have a bob, I say, Kukuna. So, no, why drink a bit? But
everyone vinyl, that is the same. Like, Obua, no, when you say Obua, and your mouth, you don't pay.
You know, you only penny beside, say, no, you are saying, you left and right into another normal. But said an Isaac can't allow 18 assassinations na ban. Try to, just say almost find every possible means, but still I know anyway. It's enough. Senka ombeti me kuna nka 1, 2, 3 nka and mama me do 18. What I say. So by now they say ombeti me eliminate and I say ombeti me killing no dia. And in call for no morning China. Apart from that in there. Obi ofi echireba de edi. In call for na ebia obi ofi echireba beti me abon pass ebia gisika we na BBC ne. Apart from that in there I just say bia omo the far African tradition we draw be yes
Maribu
BBC na nya sa dia edem yes because some of far African traditional movement in a drone near the other fan and Benin mu baby near the other tono the Anglophone can to be like be near the idea Eddie so what I say Eddie and the second one
is civilian
rule over who said Africa we have come a long way as a continent and we are long way na ya ban. Me there still me who say there are some countries in Africa. I will say cleaning. So what I say. Civilian democratic rule over. Because democratic rule ni by no na amass indiscipline I am more society ni so what I say but civilian you can say military rule no so na say be coup d'etat so ko no bana there so jama be bana there you know so ya na sometimes you na hinder development e mani me be dey e ka akiri until say bia military man or different perspective and bia say different agenda they say the Ibrahim Ediabe. Apart from that, we share military we na banning in Africa in recent times. Any the banning and said that biasa. So for me, to me, Burkina Faso as it stand now, no there. Said the Ibrahim no there. Onka hono mana. Omonka no the military regime no man sa ni share ni once.
Ibrahim to us.
Because you more no there fan. I was say to say bia name be betimi assassin be bisa for now no there me say no I say otwaso
okay nuano madam nyina am say moje penny na we betina akonwemu and then for us to discuss trending issues your brand no I big and your brand new I big It's a TV second topic crank or see it me can once no me sure see a bit me aka but my main just talk the TN say His Excellency Donald Trump assigned a new executive order says no teacher for to me and discipline students in class. The thing is gone are the days I say Accra our class because of ideology and other things US for introducing it was really hard for an educationist and I say an instructor in the classroom to ensure say discipline but say they were signing an executive order to say no teacher for a bit to me I discipline students our class and so that was the next topic that we are going to talk about.
And then support too because
quick one.
Because they kind of say children crack or say they spare the road spoil the child. You know, any quite say abandon that honor colano eating quasi. So how they abandon the ethnic
lawyer Tibro or say comedy is plaster at children hearts. Yes, so
you spare the road,
yes.
spoil the child.
There's no bro for sound bro no can name the power. So comedy is plaster at children hearts. Silent Ike, it's new executive order by Trump.
Well, I think they're okay. Saying for right now, there is no Department of Education. So if there is no Department of Education, there is a reason. And then if I think what he wanted to say is that authority, classroom or school authority should be given back to the teachers, because you know where say about authority outside Africa, parents have authority to punish or to even discipline their children, and then due to that, Accra needs me to pay our class or to me crackers obey me day because there is no authority. Go and kneel down or do something or I will be disciplined 20 times. No, you can't. So I think the more students respect their teachers, the more they idealize them and then follow whatever they have to give to them as instruction. I think that it's a good thing.
Okay, so I think it's a good thing by Ike and authentic or more F1 because comedy prasta akwada akuma hondia na you hear the ntia swaba na ye de atiano enianom I say any de dwumedie ni nyina ebesi we trending issues me musumfo ofadino makramo